Hello everyone, my name is Javier Perez from BioNest Biochemical Technology. Today I would like to present our new product for this year, Biostine LB37. Before I start, I would like to explain why we developed these products. What is postbiotics? We know very well that in our skin we have lots of bacteria. Some are good, others are bad. For example, if you have your face full of good bacteria, it won't mean that all is good and healthy, because your skin won't have much protection, and with minimum damage it will be easy to damage the skin, like inflammation or others. On the other hand, if you have more bad bacteria than good bacteria, there will be many problems in your skin, such as acne, redness, very sensitive skin, and so on. So, how we can control the bacteria and have a balance in our skin so we can have a healthy environment in our skin? The answer, as you all know, is using probiotics. Probiotics and prebiotics are very well known, and I believe you heard these two before. And first thing come to mind is how these can be beneficial to your digestive health and many others. But do we really know what they mean and do? And finally, how all of this is related to skincare and cosmetics. Probiotics are live microorganisms like bacteria or yeast that benefits the body by boosting the immune system, helping with digestion, reducing inflammation and others. So, in our skin, probiotics act as a protective shield against bad bacteria, preventing premature aging in skin, or dialing down inflammation, among other things. Then, prebiotics, it is the energy or the food for your good bacteria. Providing these will ensure their survival and making possible all of the effects just said in prebiotics. It is important to know that probiotics alone aren't the answer, and in skincare, formulation might be challenging because it's very unstable. So, they work best when combined with prebiotics. So, when we combine these two together, we got postbiotics. Since as probiotics break down on a skin surface, they create other skin beneficial substances known as postbiotics. These are the end products from certain microorganisms after fermentation, which by itself helps to improve the ecosystem of the skin, like actual live probiotics. It helps you nourish your skin. And this is what makes the difference when it comes to skincare. In other words, we could say that probiotics plus prebiotics equals postbiotics. And by this we get the diminished signs of aging, boost hydration, and improve skin health, vibrant tone, and many more. So, Biostine LB37 is postbiotics. Stands for Lactobacillus soybean extract ferments filtrate. Now that we know very well the importance of these, let's start with the presentation. Here we have some background of probiotics. As you can see, it comes from the Greek word meaning good for life, meaning that in the microorganism it can promote a healthy balance. For the function, it has the details we discussed earlier, like immunity and resistance, and also boost energy. Finally, there are three major types. Ours, as you know, is Lactobacillus. Here we can see a very good example of probiotics used in food ingredients, Yakult. It is very well known worldwide, and even till today, it is common to have a Yakult after meals in Taiwan. Of course, it needs to be stored in cold condition. If hot condition, it will make it spoiled. Then we can also see how in 1982, Estée Lauder launched their first probiotics-related raw material product applied to cosmetics. We can see how they keep developing new products, even past almost 40 years since its first launch. In the last picture from L'Oreal China, we can see the following statement. Skin microecology research will set off another revolution in global cosmetics innovation. So, this is why we believe this is going to be a trend, and there are going to be more and more products probiotics related. As we can see in this slide, the demand for it also is increasing very fast, and in order to maintain a healthy skin, it is a must to maintain a healthy microecological balance. Here, again, we see what are the main factors affecting our skin microecological balance. And again, one of the best responses and the solution would be probiotics plus prebiotics, giving us postbiotics. Here, there is a little background of postbiotics, but due to the time limit, we are going to continue since we already explained in detail what is postbiotics. Now, let's start presenting the product. First of all, the name of Biostine LB37 comes from Lactobacillus for the LB, and 37 is the temperature it must be in the fermentation tank. We have chosen 12 kinds of high-efficiency probiotics containing ABC, 3 most famous probiotics. Our goal is to promote skin microecological balance, cell proliferation, and skin barrier recovery. At the same time, improve protein expression, moisturizing, and antibacterial efficacies. The process isn't easy, so we have to see how it will affect the skin and the cells. We want to make the cells stronger, to have more energy, and also, of course, to protect the skin. So here we have all of the tests we did to verify the safety and the efficacies of Biostine LB37. We have developed a very interesting product. So now it's time to see how good it is and how it can help our skin. As you can see, we did a lot of research on this product, and now we will share with you the results. The first test that we did is the Cytotoxicity Test. The goal of this test is to observe the percentage that we will use in the following test, and also to determine the safe dosage to use in the product. For example, we start to increase the percentage, and when we see the cells start to die, means that it is not safe to use. This is when the result is below 80%. So, if cells at first go up, it means the product provides energy to the cells. But if it goes down, we can see it damages the cell. In our case, we can see till 5% keep increasing. This is very special. So, we can see we achieve this goal. So, by this test, we can see that using 0.1 to 5%, it will have positive results. Here in this slide, we have done this comparison with famous brands in the market. And as you can see, ours, in comparison, have very good results. These are very famous, well-known products. So, the LB37 performance is very good, as we can see clearly in the chart. The second test is the human epidermal keratinocyte activation and proliferation experiment. The goal is to observe if LB37 can improve the protein expression in the cells. Here, there is the method that we use, in case you want to read it after. So here are the results. As we can see in experiment number 1 and 2, Biostine LB37 has the effect of cell activation and proliferation. The effective concentration range of this effect from 0.5 to 5%. From the pictures we can observe the big impact it has the LB37 and the big difference. Then we are going to do the Western blot analysis by observing the effect of Biostine LB37 on the performance of aquaporin 3, desmosomal protein 1, and antimicrobial peptide LL37 in human epidermal keratinocytes. The method is also shown in this slide. The first one is the aquaporin 3, and we can see the result how from 0.1 to 5% is higher than the control group, meaning that LB37 can improve the skin hydration, moisturizing ability, and helps the skin to build a more stable and healthy skin barrier. The next one is desmosomal protein 1. This also can see the result how from 0.1 to 5% is higher than the control group, meaning that is strengthening the skin barrier. In case DGS1 is reduced, it will cause the interruption of the cell-cell connection, which will lead to abnormal skin barrier function. But in our case, we can see how we got very good results as well. Next one is Antimicrobial Peptide LB37. This test is mainly to see if LB37 has the immune effect and acts as a defensive role as well. LB37 provides several effects as antibacterial, regulate inflammation, good repair, and others. So the results in here also are positive, as we can see from 0.1 to 5%. It has better performance than control group, meaning it provides all effects just mentioned. The next test is the Keratinocyte repair experiment, and the goal is to evaluate the ability of Biostine LB37 to repair damaged heart cell. This experiment was conducted in 2 modes, one with added inducer, the mandelic acid, and the other without added inducer. So, in the first one, we used 0.2% of mandelic acid. Then, after 6 hours, we took some pictures in which we can see the gun gets bigger. Then we clean it and we add our LB37. Then after 18 hours, take pictures again to record the repair. Here you can see how the 2 tables and the method. So here we have the results, and we can see how in both experiments, when applying LB37, it provides the repairing effect. In all cases, it shows very positive results, as we can see. This chart is a comparison of the table we just saw, comparing both experiments. And as you can see, if we didn't use mandelic acid, it provides higher repairing ability. So far, you can see how many experiments we have done and how good the results are so far. The last test is to observe the antibacterial rate of Biostine LB37 against harmful bacteria, pathogenic bacteria in the skin microecology, to verify that LB37 promotes skin microecological balance. We can see below the experiment method we used, but due to time we are going to jump into the results. The first one is Staphylococcus aureus, and from the photos we can see the big difference when using just few percentage. The next one is Propionibacterium acnes, and again we can see how good the results are. In both cases this time the antibacterial rate is higher than 99.99%. Very good. And the last one is the Candida albicans. This one again shows good results. So from these 3 experiments we can conclude that Biostine LB37 inhibits pathogenic bacteria, thereby reducing the damage of pathogenic bacteria to the skin, which is beneficial to promote the positive balance of skin microecology and strengthen the skin microbial barrier. So here is the summary of the efficacy test of LB37. As we saw, we got many positive results, and it shows clearly many advantages, as we can see. Here are some details of LB37, in which the recommended usage is from 0.1 to 5%, and the shelf life is of 2 years. Also, it shows how to formulate, and also the storage conditions. What is interesting about this product is all of the application you can have, such as high moisturizing, anti-aging, protection, repair, skin microecological balance, and so many more. This is also a very innovative product, and we believe using postbiotics in cosmetics is the next step in skincare, and we can see clearly all of the advantages that it has. So here are the three main advantages to focus on for developing new products that we think that are going to be very important. Here we put some more details that you can check later when you have time. But again, we listed all of the efficacies, and as you can see, it is a very interesting product with a lot of potential, and we believe it will be a very innovative product to start to use in cosmetics and to keep supporting all of our customers. Also, I would like to share with you some of the references that we use in this presentation. And finally, and most importantly, I would like to thank everyone for your time. And in case you have any questions, feel free to email us. Thank you very much, have a great day, and stay safe. See you.